Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Monday Night Raw. We are in a jam-packed episode here in Springfield, Illinois, for a great night as we get closer and closer to the Summerslam pay-per-view. And last week, we saw a tag team match. It was the OC taking on Alpha Academy. Kurt Angle right here is the manager, and the OC would end up defeating Alpha Academy, and AJ Styles would still be in the ring at that time. Kurt Angle was slowly moving away. He would end up getting in the face of AJ Styles, get a little bit of a face-off. Kurt Angle would ultimately beat down AJ Styles and hit a moonsault from the top rope through the damn table, and we're going to be hearing from Kurt Angle here in just mere moments on why exactly he did what he did to AJ Styles last week here live on Monday Night Raw. It's time to see what Kurt has to say, man. It's going to be very intriguing. I mean, Kurt has lots of stuff to say. Now look, everybody, you guys want your answers. You're going to get your answers here very soon, but I'm going to address quickly what the difference between Alpha Academy and the OC is, and it's pretty simple. We had an off night last week. We are one of the best tag teams on Raw, and it was simply a fluke what happened last week. Simple as that. I promise the next opportunity that we have against the OC, we are definitely walking out with a win, but I'm going to address my actions on why exactly I decided to do what I do. And that was attacking AJ Styles after we got face to face. Now look, AJ, I know you are simply phenomenal in the terms of being in this wrestling ring, but the reason I attacked you is because you believe you are actually one of the best on this roster, which you're not. If you were, you would be fighting against the likes of a United States champion like Austin Theory. You'd be in the main event. You would be the one challenging for the World Heavyweight Championship, not Dolph Ziggler or Roman Reigns. But look, like I said, don't get me wrong. AJ, you are simply phenomenal, but you are no Olympic gold medalist. A man that wrestled in the 1996 Olympic gold medalist wrestling matchup with a broken frickin' neck. AJ, I'm coming out here, and I'm challenging you to a one-on-one matchup at SummerSlam. It's a dream match for WWE, and we sure as hell should give it to them at SummerSlam and show you why I am the best WWE Hall of Famer out there today. And I'm still Perk Angle. Tonight, AJ, I'm going to show you what exactly I would do to you at SummerSlam. Because tonight we have a massive 6-man tag. Myself and the rest of Alpha Academy, Chad Gable and Otis, will be taking on you and your good old club buddies. I hope you're ready for a fight. I hope you're ready for Kurt, because tonight you are tapping out in the middle of this ring. It's true. It's damn true. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to our opening bout here in Springfield, Illinois, home of the Simpsons. And you get to see Mr. A-Town Down Champagne, Mr. Austin Theory. The United States Championship does look pretty good, but for Austin Theory, he's going to want to win this tag team matchup because tonight, he put up big words last week in saying that, you know, if Santos Escobar and Rey Mysterio win this matchup against Austin Theory and Bronson Reed, that they would give Santos Escobar and Rey Mysterio a championship match at SummerSlam. So with those words, it would be Austin Theory versus Rey Mysterio, and then Bronson Reed would defend his WWE United Kingdom Championship against Santos Escobar, who Santos Escobar defeated Bronson Reed last week here on Monday Night Raw. So it's when you think of Santos Escobar, this man can literally beat any big man from Omos to now Bronson Reed. We'll see how it fares tonight, though. This is a massive tag team match. Huge implications. And Bronson Reed, we know he's not too happy. He said backstage that, you know, Santos Escobar doesn't deserve to even have a match for that United Kingdom Championship. That matchup last week, he caught him on a bad night. But we'll see how it fares for Bronson Reed if he can silence Rey Mysterio and Santos Escobar. Because if they certainly can get back to their winning ways, they certainly will be able to make sure Santos Escobar and Rey Mysterio don't get 2 championship opportunities. Like we mentioned, one for the United States Championship and one for that United Kingdom Championship. The big man looks like he is ready, man. The intensity is there. Like we mentioned, he was pissed off. We were barely able to talk to him besides what I just told you about that. But you know, this man's a dangerous man, especially when it comes to his tsunamis. And now it's time for the LWO to make their presence known. It adds so much, so much, to that SummerSlam card. If you guys did miss it, we saw some official matches for SummerSlam announced. We got ourselves a 3-on-2 handicap matchup. The Bloodline, the Usos and Solo Sikoa, take on the team of Big E and Braun Breaker of D-Generation X. We'll talk more about that later on tonight, as the Usos actually are taking on Braun Breaker and Big E later on tonight, as well as Dolph Ziggler takes on Solo Sikoa. And talking about Dolph Ziggler, he's going to be in a triple threat World Heavyweight Championship matchup at SummerSlam, where it's Drew McIntyre taking on the Tribal Chief Roman Reigns, and also your World Heavyweight Champion, that being Drew McIntyre. We also know Bianca Belair will be taking on Bayley for the Women's World Heavyweight Championship. We'll see how that fares for Bianca. Bayley got her number last week. We'll see how Bayley does tonight. She'll be in singles action. We'll talk about more of these matches throughout the night, but it looks like this tag team matchup is about to get underway. Referee rings the bell. Austin Theory and Rey Mysterio kicking us off here. But like we mentioned, it's the jam-packed night, ladies and gentlemen, on the road to SummerSlam, the hottest weekend of the summer. You got Heat Wave of NXT that's having a massive Elimination Chamber main event there by the NXT champion CM Punk. But SummerSlam for Raw and SmackDown, the co-branded pay-per-view, it is certainly going to be a sight to behold. Let's look at Austin Theory with a devastating takedown there, Mysterio. But tonight, your Women's Tag Team Champions, Trish and Lita, will be out here. They'll be in action against the former Women's Tag Team Champions, Carmella and Selena Vega. We'll see how that tag team matchup goes, as we know Trish and Lita will be taking on the team of Asuka and Becky Lynch for those Women's Tag Team Championships. Also tonight, like we mentioned, Bayley's in action against Mia Yim. Massive main event still to come. Non-title matchup, but Drew McIntyre is in action. He takes on the ever-dangerous Bray Wyatt. The first time we've seen him since his brutal pay-per-view loss to Cody Rhodes in that unification matchup is Austin Theory suplexing Rey Mysterio, making it look very, very easy. Now we're just going to flex on Mr. Rey Mysterio there. And also another match I'm really looking forward to tonight, Dolph Ziggler versus Solo Sikoa. That certainly is going to be a big one. And then also, Grayson Waller is in action, taking on Carmelo Hayes. Last week, Trick Williams picked up a massive win, biggest win of his career so far, picking up a win over Grayson Waller. So we'll see how Grayson Waller responds by taking on Carmelo Hayes. Big haymaker from Santos Escobar, trying to continue his momentum after picking up a massive win last week. Oh, look at that splash right to the midsection there. Oh, Theory. They're going to get a tag. Here comes the colossal Bronson Reed. And this is what Bronson Reed wants. He wants to get his hands on Santos Escobar after that devastating loss last week. Bronson Reed wasn't expecting to lose to a man like Santos Escobar. But when you think about it, Santos Escobar is just so underrated, man. I definitely see him being a champion here on Raw sometime, and with the leadership of Rey Mysterio, that's certainly going to get him there. You get the rest of the LWO that certainly could get some gold around their waist in the near future. This Raw roster has gotten very, very stacked, especially with what happened after SummerSlam. Bloodline is officially on Raw. Tommaso Ciampa is on Monday Night Raw as well. So many massive things here on Monday Night Raw, guys. It's very, very awesome. In theory, trying to get those cobwebs loosened out of his head after that suicide dive from Mysterio just moments ago. Was able to... He didn't get full velocity on it, but he was enough to kind of graze Austin Theory and take him down. Uh-oh. Theory. What's he thinking about? Oh no. No. Power bomb to the outside. Theory looking to make a statement here tonight. Super kick. Wait a minute. Theory now. Oh my goodness. What a maneuver. Is that going to be it? 2. No, Mysterio kicks out at the very last second. And Theory cannot believe it. And now he's going to let the United Kingdom champion do the finishing touches possibly. But a brutal DDT. That is vintage Rey Mysterio. The biggest little man in WWE history. You can never count out Rey Mysterio, ladies and gentlemen. He's a former Cruiserweight champion, a multi-time United States champion. This man has done all sorts of things for this brand. As a pinfall opportunity, will this be it? But no, Bronson Reed is not going to go down like he did last week. Oh, man, those clubbing blows, that is something you don't want to take. It's same with the headbutt. Man, this is just absolutely brutal. And oh no. Look at Santos Escobar. He recognizes what Bronson Reed is trying to do. Might be looking for a tsunami, possibly. Oh, but look at Santos Escobar getting involved. Not going to allow Rey to go down like that. And look at Bronson Reed doing the right thing, rolling, or trying to bring Rey Mysterio to the other side of the ring so that Santos Escobar cannot interfere anymore. But Santos does save Rey Mysterio some time, momentarily anyway, in this matchup. And now Theory. Look at this. Oh my goodness, what a neck breaker right there to the neck and the head area. Is that it? No, Santos Escobar saving the day the very last second, ladies and gentlemen. And look at Bronson Reed. He's not going to allow that to happen. Now Theory going to do the final punches. Look at Santos. He is just bleeding like a stuffed pig, man. And Theory telling Rey Mysterio to get up to his feet. It looks like Theory might be maybe going to try to put the final touches of this match away. A little bit of a single leg submission hold here. I don't know if there's enough damage to that left knee. Rey Mysterio has nowhere to go. He's in the middle of that ring. But it looks like Rey is able to get out of it momentarily. Rey knows how big this opportunity is, ladies and gentlemen. He wants to get the United States Championship opportunity once again. Rey Mysterio held that United States Championship against the likes of John Cena. Defeated John Cena at that time after a little bit of disrespect from John Cena and himself. Rey would win the championship and then ultimately lose to John Cena. But for Rey, it's all about getting back in contention for that championship, and no better way is by defeating not only the United States champion, but the United Kingdom champion as well. Wait a minute. This ain't going to be good. Oh, an axe handle right in the ribs there. That ain't going to be feeling good. And Bronson Reed certainly feeling himself up here. What's he thinking about doing? Oh, no. Not to the ribs of Rey Mysterio. Oh, my goodness. If I'm Rey, get the heck out of this ring. Get a tag. See if Santos Escobar can do anything. If I'm Drew McIntyre, you could firsthand tell you how dangerous it is to be in the ring with Bronson Reed. This man is absolutely brutal. Bronson Reed has defeated Drew McIntyre 3 times. We'll see how long the reign lasts of Bronson Reed, and Bronson Reed might have to face Santos Escobar if they happen to lose this matchup. Back in the ring we go. He's trying to inflict some more damage here. And it's those clubbing blows, man. Absolutely dangerous. And now, uh-oh. Oh no. Oh no. Tsunami, but no, Mysterio's able to get out of the way. Come on, Rey. Come on, Rey. This is your perfect opportunity. Can Rey Mysterio do it? Big drop kick to the knee, but nothing. It barely did any damage. That's what it is like to face off against a man like Austin Theory and Bronson Reed. That's why Theory got him as his insurance policy here. And now Austin Theory. Oh, wait a minute. Rey Mysterio, big reversal, big knee. And now Rey, he's going to want to get a tag. Here comes Santos Escobar. Can he show him that Lucha Libre styled Austin Theory here? Pinfall opportunity. Will this be enough? No, Sean kick out. This has been a great opening bout, and it's only going to get better because coming up next, it is the Usos. A multi-time tag team champion here in Universe Mode. So, a town down to Santos Escobar. No, Escobar kicks out. Are you kidding me? Holy crap. But coming up next, the Usos, a multi-time tag team champions of Raw and SmackDown, are in action as they take on D-Generation X, Braun Breaker, and Big E. Oh, and a big drop kick there from Santos. And if you're Austin Theory and Bronson Reed at this very moment, you got to be sweating bullets right now. Austin Theory hit his biggest maneuver, and Santos Escobar was able to kick out. That's saying something. Both teams have been able to hit their biggest of maneuvers as a drop kick. That time it actually did some damage. Remember earlier on in the matchup, it didn't do too much damage. And now this is where that ground and pound game where Rey Mysterio needs to change up the strategy. Keep Bronson Reed on his back. And I really actually like what the LWO is doing right now. Frequent tags. Keeping the freshest man in this match. Uh-oh. Bronson Reed. Oh my goodness, what a maneuver right in front of Rey Mysterio. Is this it? 2. But again, Santos kicking out. Oh no. Oh no, this ain't good. Big elbow, Rey Mysterio. Oh, I thought maybe it would be down and out a little bit further. Bronson Reed taunting this crowd here in Illinois. But now Bronson Reed done playing around with Escobar. Oh my goodness, snake eyes. Gonna get those big old concussions and taking too many of those. But Escobar again, big time reversal. Oh, and then taking out the knee. Here comes the LWO. And Santos Escobar saying, hey, had this well scouted. But now he gave Bronson Reed too much time, and now here comes the United States champion. But it doesn't matter. Santos Escobar, Phantom Driver. Phantom Driver. Is this it? 1, 2. No. Theory kicks out. Holy cow. What a opening matchup. It feels like a main event. Uh-oh. Santos. What's he thinking? Oh no. What the heck? Santos Escobar. Oh my goodness! Dropping him on that top rope. Did you see the whiplash? Back and forth we go. Holy cow, and now Santos. Almost like a wasteland maneuver there. Shades of Wade Barrett with that maneuver. Man, what else can these guys do? These guys are just, oh my goodness, just big move after big move. It has not been it. And hopefully these matches, after this matchup, are going to be able to live up to the hype of this, because if the rest of this night looks like this, I mean, could be one of the most historic Raws in Monday Night Raw history. As now Mysterio, high risk, high reward, frog splash, Mysterio, pinfall, 1, 2, no, Bronson Reed breaks it up. Mysterio almost got himself a United States Championship matchup. Absolutely crazy. And now Mysterio, suicide dive. No, we caught him. Suicide dive into a DDT. Absolutely crazy. Oh, buddy, now he misses that knee strike, and now Theory gonna look to capitalize. The spinning side slam. And just like that, the chances of them getting a world title championship matches coming up at Summerslam may very well be going down the drain. This is perfect. This is perfect for Theory in the terms of inflicting some more damage. We may not like how Bronson Reed and Austin Theory operate, but right now they've hit their biggest of maneuvers, and it has not been it. So this is perfect timing for them doing as much damage as they can. Theory doesn't know. And would have been Austin Theory. Oh my goodness. Absolutely crazy. This match continues. And Theory tosses Rey back in the ring. And now both men go at it. Back and forth we go. But now Rey. It's Rey's turn to get some offense in. Uh-oh. Big time sit-out powerbomb. What does Rey need to do? It even looks like Santos Escobar finally getting that blood off the top of his temple. Looks like he was able to get his shirt, kind of readdress that wound on the top of his temple. But this has been a great opening bout, ladies and gentlemen. Absolutely crazy matchup. This is for all the marbles, ladies and gentlemen. An opportunity for the United States Championship and the United Kingdom Championship. In theory, telling Santos Escobar to stay down. These guys have been bloodied. They have been bruised. They put it all on the line. Suicide dives. High-risk maneuvers. Frog splashes. We haven't seen a 619 yet from Rey Mysterio. We saw an attempted from a tsunami earlier from Bronson Reed. Santos Escobar, I believe at that time, was able to move out the way, so he has not been able to connect just yet. And look at Bronson Reed just pushing away Santos Escobar. Making it very hard for Escobar to even try and get anything going here. And look at the strength, the power of Bronson Reed, making this looking very, very easy. And Bronson Reed just taunting this crowd here in Springfield, Illinois, hyped up for this matchup, and Bronson Reed just turning his back on Santos Escobar, and I'm kind of very surprised because obviously we saw last week Escobar was able to hit that phantom driver on Bronson Reed, but as Bronson Reed not really sure what he wants to do there. This Theory, oh no, gonna take out the legendary Rey Mysterio. Turns it into a handicap match, and big jumping kick to the face. A little different variation of almost like a bro kick of sorts. At least that's what I would kind of call it. And now Bronson Reed going to get back in this matchup. And for Reed, like I keep mentioning, he's going to want to inflict as much damage to Santos Escobar's. That splash will certainly do it. What would you guys think if we saw two of these championship matches at SummerSlam? We're officially 3 weeks away. Would you guys love to see that? Rey Mysterio put Austin Theory in his place, and for Santos Escobar to pick up a massive win and have the LWO start to kind of take over Monday Night Raw. As again, Theory just being so disrespectful to the WWE Hall of Famer. Austin Theory, big time neck breaker. It almost seems like he wanted to turn that into like a swinging neck breaker. Theory, just look at all the cocky confidence on this man. Collar elbow tie up from both men, and now Rey. Oh, look at this. Brutal DDT, brutal maneuver for sure. Now Rey gonna look to inflict some damage as well. And, I mean, this late in the matchup, that you certainly gotta believe it's gonna help out. Rey was focused too much on Reed there, and now Theory gonna make him pay. There's been times in this matchup you've been thinking, oh, hey, you know, Bronson Reed and Austin Theory might walk out with a win. Or, oh, hey, LWOs might get they're going to get a title matchup at the SummerSlam pay-per-view. A lot of back and forth. Now, Rey Mysterio showing those big chops there. And right in front of Bronson Reed, too, just working on that left knee. Oh, into a Hurricane Rana. This is not what Theory wants right now. You got a hyped up Rey Mysterio. And of course, Rey Mysterio does not care for the disrespect. And for Mysterio, you got to focus on Theory. You cannot focus on Bronson Reed. That's the last thing Rey Mysterio needs to. Focus on your opponent in the ring, and then, you know, just let your in-ring action do the work. Don't go down to the level of Theory. Oh my goodness. That was the most devastating boot I've seen in a long time, just in the terms of Santos Escobar was trying to take Theory out at the leg, and Theory, he was already going for the kick, and it was perfect timing for Theory. He got full-on velocity on that kick to the temple. Absolutely brutal, and I'm surprised it didn't bust open Santos Escobar again, ladies and gentlemen. Escobar was able to use his shirt to get all that blood off his temple, but it won't take long for it to reopen. Big shoulder block takedown. But as this match continues, ladies and gentlemen, like we mentioned, a massive main event tonight. We got ourselves taking on Drew McIntyre taking on Bray Wyatt. First time we were going to see Bray Wyatt since losing his WWE Championship, or I should say his Universal Championship, to Cody Rhodes in that undisputed championship matchup. And also tonight we got a 6-man tag team matchup. Alpha Academy and Kurt Angle take on the OC and AJ Styles, as well as the Usos take on D-Generation X. Plenty of big time action, pinfall opportunity, but a strong kick out from Santos. And we even got 2 big time women's matches. Bayley takes on Michin Mia Yim as, oh wait a minute, Austin Theory, A-Town down to Santos. Big time opportunity, but no, Mysterio breaks it up. I'm surprised these guys have any energy left in them. And now Theory, you can see being more aggressive, and just like that, he has busted open Escobar once again. Absolutely brutal. Theory now going up to the top. It's about halfway across the ring. Can Theory even make it that far? Deciding up against it, but he literally has Santos Escobar's number. His head is bleeding like a stuffed pig. He does not know where he is at. And this very well could be it for the LWO tonight. But look at Santos Escobar. He's trying to keep himself in this matchup. It's got to be pure adrenaline at this point. And Escobar doing the right thing, getting himself a tag. He needs to recuperate, try and get that blood off of him. I'm not saying the blood can't be on him, but you never know. I mean, if it gets in the eyes, it can be issues for him, not being able to see and everything like that. And now Rey Mysterio, high risk, but overshooting Bronson Reed there. And just like that, possibly Bronson Reed going to pick up a win, but no. Rey Mysterio able to have a strong kick out. Shoulder block, that didn't really do much to Rey Mysterio, surprisingly, with the size difference. But SummerSlam this year, ladies and gentlemen, we will be announcing the venue for SummerSlam very, very shortly. We'll let all of you guys know where Heatwave will be at and where Mr. SummerSlam will be. This Theory again, talking some trash. Austin Theory has been so disrespectful to these legends, especially Rey Mysterio. Oh no, what is Theory thinking here? Oh my goodness, dropping him on that top rope. And now Theory again, another disrespectful shot. Taking any opportunity he can to put down Mysterio. And now A-Town down there to Santos Escobar. Already busted open. Rey Mysterio just once again breaking it up. Theory, high risk. He's telling him to get up to his feet. And now, what a drop kick. So athletic is Austin Theory. This man currently United States champion, a former Raw Tag Team champion with Johnny Gargano. And I think the stars are only going to get brighter for Austin Theory, and especially Bronson Reed. Referee starts her count. Bronson Reed, trying to take out Mysterio there. But obviously Mysterio was expecting that, which is how much they've been going back and forth lately. Bronson Reed, I think he's going to try to go for a Samoan drop, but Santos Escobar saw that coming. It was a shorter match than what we're seeing tonight between Santos and Bronson Reed, but this time I honestly think Bronson Reed didn't take Santos Escobar lightly. And now Escobar taking down Theory, and look at this. Theory ultimately getting disrespected there. And ultimately, Theory definitely deserves that, as now Bronson Reed going to go right after Rey Mysterio here. Look at that kick, and enziguri, down goes Rey Mysterio. And now we got ourselves a one-on-one matchup. Santos Escobar and Bronson Reed. Both men running into each other. Who is going to pick up a massive win here? Bronson Reed with a Uranagi. Big-time Uranagi from the big man. Uh-oh, Theory. Or I should not say Theory, but Bronson Reed with a Samoan drop. Is that enough? Mysterio right in there to break it up again. And oh no. This is halfway across the ring. Are you going to even be able to hit that? Yes, he does. Oh my god. 1. But again, Mysterio breaks it up. Bronson Reed continues to amaze me every single week that we see him. Absolutely crazy. And now again, Bronson Reed not playing around. Brutal neck breaker. Escobar at this point, he's being saved left and right by Rey Mysterio. Mysterio needs to get himself tagged in if he can, because Escobar, he's living on hard times. As another tsunami to the ribs. Oh, Theory saved him, and Bronson Reed and Austin Theory pick up a massive win over Escobar and Rey Mysterio tonight. What a opening bout, ladies and gentlemen. Well over 30 minutes of in-ring opening bout between the team of LWO and Bronson Reed and Austin Theory. Rey Mysterio and Santos Escobar will not get championship matches at this time against these two. Things could change, but at this very moment, these two pick up a win over the LWO. Now that was some tag team wrestling, ladies and gentlemen. I know both, at least Bronson Reed and Austin Theory aren't known as a tag team, but they work very well as a tag team. A tough loss for Rey Mysterio and Santos Escobar. We'll kind of see where they go from this point tonight. We'll see if they get another opportunity here very soon for those championships. But now we switch gears to a 6-man tag team matchup. We got Carl Anderson, Luke Gallows of the Club, the OC. We got AJ Styles, former United States champion, former Universal champion, former WWE champion. He has done all sorts of things here in WWE. That's certainly why he is called the Phenomenal One. And AJ Styles, we're being told, has talked to the Raw general manager Shawn Michaels. He has told him he has accepted it, and I'm getting breaking news through my ears. Shawn Michaels is telling me right now we are going to see the Olympic gold medalist Kurt Angle taking on the phenomenal AJ Styles in a dream matchup at SummerSlam. I cannot wait to see how it is. And Kurt Angle even said that, prior, before this confirmed it, Kurt Angle said he's going to show AJ Styles what it's going to be like if they were to have a matchup at SummerSlam. Now we're going to get a little taste of what SummerSlam is going to be looking like, as there's Chad Gable and Otis making their way down to the ring. I'm very curious to see for Chad Gable and Otis how they feel about what Kurt Angle did. Because just because how one guy acts doesn't necessarily mean the whole group is going to act like that. So, we're getting the 6-man tag. You got to assume that they're working together in some sorts, but, we haven't officially heard from Otis and Chad Gable about this whole situation, but this is just a perfect opportunity for Kurt Angle to lead Chad Gable and Otis. But, we'll see how this match fares if we get any indication how Chad Gable and Otis feel about this situation. But Kurt Angle being the manager of Alpha Academy, this is going to be, some big things for Otis and Chad Gable. You got an Olympic medalist in Chad Gable. Otis certainly pretty good at wrestling in his own right. So we'll see how this matchup goes as we wait for Kurt Angle to make his way down to the ring. Former Raw general manager here in Universe mode, certainly. And there he is, the Olympic gold medalist, even bringing back his headgear from back then when Edge shaved his head bald. This man, the Olympic gold medalist, looking to show us what he is going to be doing to AJ Styles in just 3 weeks' time. Because like we mentioned, if you just missed it, in 3 weeks' time, Kurt Angle, the Olympic gold medalist, takes on the phenomenal AJ Styles. And it certainly is a dream match. These two are going to absolutely tear down the house there at SummerSlam. We'll be announcing the venue very, very soon, like we mentioned in the previous matchup. So make sure you guys stay tuned for that, because it is going to be a hot night for sure. Expect the unexpected with SummerSlam. We have had so many great matches over the years, and Kurt Angle and AJ Styles certainly going to be one of those. Let's look at Kurt. He seems like he is ready for a fight. As we have Carl Anderson and Chad Gable kicking us off here. Referee rings the bell. Here we go. Carl Anderson looking to go after the ref inadvertently. Maybe he had too many sparkling waters back there, but now Gable gonna look to get a tag. Here comes the big man, Otis. Double arm drag. Take down Carl Anderson. And like we mentioned last week, we saw the OC take on Alpha Academy, and the OC would pick up a win, which would lead to Kurt Angle and AJ Styles being in the center of the ring after the matchup. Kurt Angle shockingly attacking AJ Styles, and even would hit a moonsault through the table. Absolutely crazy stuff that we're seeing. And I mean, when it gets to the hottest night of the summer, that being SummerSlam, people are going to want matches. A lot of stuff, that heat changes people's way of thinking. Maybe the sun got way too close into the head of Kurt Angle for him to attack him like that as a big axe handle, but missing out on it because Chad Gable is dealing with Carl Anderson. And now Anderson throwing him right into those steel steps. That is not going to be feeling too good. But ladies and gentlemen, a highly anticipated tag team matchup is coming your way next as the Usos take on D-Generation X's Braun Breaker and Big E. Absolutely crazy match we're going to be seeing this, because earlier this week it was announced we are going to be seeing the Usos and Solo Sikoa take on Braun Breaker and Big E in a 3-on-2 handicap matchup. And still, you guys need to remember, Shawn Michaels is giving the Usos a future Raw Tag Team title shot. And so it looks like right now it won't be at SummerSlam. They're going to be preoccupied. So big question is when that big time opportunity will be for the Usos to get a chance for the Raw Tag Team Championships. We don't know right now who the OC will be challenging, or I should say defending against. Will it be Alpha Academy, or are they able to get a, maybe a win tonight, get back in the win column, maybe impress Shawn Michaels? Or do you have, Imperium get another opportunity, or, any of these other tag teams? We'll kind of have to play the waiting game here. There's a big old snake eyes right there in that top turnbuckle. We haven't seen Kurt Angle get involved in this matchup just yet. It'd be very interesting to see if we even get AJ Styles and Kurt Angle in the same ring. Oh, big clothesline takes down the big LG. And now here we go. The Olympic gold medalist, Kurt Angle. And now Luke Gallows, though, he ain't going to let Kurt Angle get anything going. He's going to slow him down and sweep this crowd. That ring rust is definitely going to be there for Kurt Angle. He has not wrestled in years here in the series. It's been a very long time. Like we mentioned, Raw General Manager, had a terrific run as a Raw General Manager. Even had the biggest matches in his career in the terms of himself against The Rock at Survivor Series years ago, Raw versus SmackDown. The Rock would end up defeating Kurt Angle in that matchup, but it was an absolutely brutal matchup. Maybe Angle has another run in him, ladies and gentlemen. He calls himself Perk Angle. He feels like he can kind of still go a couple rounds, as now Angle, gonna look to go after one of the members of the OC. Angle looking to take out one half of the Raw Tag Team Champions on the hardest part of the apron, and now Gable's down and out, taking out the numbers game, and now bear hug, slowing down Kurt Angle from any momentum he may have just had with Carl Anderson, pardon me. But again, these big elbows to those big big shoulders there of Luke Gallows, and just like that, man, that is not easy to do, to take a big man like that. And oh yes, AJ and Kurt, same ring, same time. Come on, AJ, get your payback. And very interesting thing I thought from Kurt Angle, he was saying that yes, AJ Styles is sure is phenomenal, but if he believes he's the best of the best, he shouldn't be in the matches with, at that time, you know, defending against Austin Theory. Austin Theory would go on to take that championship away from him. But Kurt Angle is saying basically, if you're, you know, the best of the best, you should be in the world title picture. You should be challenging with the likes of Dolph Ziggler, Roman Reigns, or at least the top tier talent. You should be taking on Drew McIntyre for his World Heavyweight Championship and all these other things. But he's kind of saying that AJ Styles is not one of the best on this roster, which is very untrue. He's certainly one of the top guys here. As Olympic slam to Carl Anderson. Is that enough to put him away? But no, Styles right there to break it up, saving the day. And now here comes Chad Gable. Kurt Angle certainly very impressed with this young man. Certainly one of the best that Monday Night Raw has to offer. He's been so close to winning the Intercontinental Championship at times against Big E on SmackDown. I know I keep mentioning that, but you know, this guy has so much potential, ladies and gentlemen. Anderson able to get himself into the corner. What is Gable thinking about doing? Exploder suplex into the corner. Now another pinfall opportunity. Will this be enough to put him away? 2. Yes, it is. Anderson got hit with the Olympic slam, and then that big suplex. He may have landed awkwardly, but we'll have to see if we get a replay of it. Yes, right here, landing on his neck and back. I mean, I think honestly he should be okay, but he may have hurt himself. You never know. I guess we'll have to see if we hear anything in the back. But big win for Alpha Academy, Chad Gable, Otis, and Kurt Angle. A massive win for this group. I'm very curious to see where this Raw Tag Team division goes, and Kurt Angle versus AJ Styles at SummerSlam. So much is going on. We are back, ladies and gentlemen, and it is time for D-Generation X, Dolph Ziggler's crew. It is going to be Big E and Braun Breaker making their way down to the ring. This is a massive tag team matchup between these two teams, and we know how massive it is going to be at SummerSlam. These two top teams here on Monday Night Raw. You know, the Bloodlines certainly have been running roughshod there on SmackDown, and now here on Monday Night Raw, after Roman Reigns technically won the World Heavyweight Championship, Dolph Ziggler is building up his crew just before King of the Ring. Big E left. New Day teams up with Braun Breaker and Dolph Ziggler. This is going to be absolutely a barn burner. And two things I love about this Bloodline DX thing going on right now. You got two big futures of the industry. You got Braun Breaker. You got Solo Sikoa on the other side. And also Big E. Big E, the muscle of this group, certainly. And Solo Sikoa, the muscle of the Bloodline. That is just, I'd love to see a one-on-one matchup between both of those guys, because the hostility is there. And if you're New Day watching this, you got to be absolutely astounded, you know, with what Big E has done to that group. Absolutely destroyed that group. Kofi and Xavier are still apart. New Day technically still together. Big E just leaving the group, going his own way. As now here come the former tag team champions, the Usos. Certainly will get a tag team title shot in the near future, after being stripped since they got over here to Monday Night Raw. And certainly there is a SmackDown Tag Team Gold Rush going on there on SmackDown. Make sure you guys keep on that. But absolutely crazy, man. This is going to be a hard-hitting matchup. It's all the way from now all the way to SummerSlam. And We even saw have another DX versus Bloodline matchup later on tonight. You got Dolph Ziggler, the show-off, taking on the enforcer of the Bloodline, that being Solo Sikoa. So it's this matchup, ladies and gentlemen. This is it's must-see. Honestly, you're gonna see how Big E fares and how Braun Breaker fare in this tag team. I mean, Big E certainly is a tag team competitor. He certainly has done that with the New Day. Braun Breaker hasn't been in singles career. Referee rings a bell. Here we go. Looks like we got Jimmy Uso and Braun Breaker. It's going to take us a while to kind of get used to Braun Breaker and Big E in these degeneration attires, man. It's absolutely crazy, especially Big E. That power of positivity stuff is thrown out the window, and Big E's going to do his own stuff now with Degeneration X. Look at Big E. He's all fired up here, but certainly picked the wrong time to do that. And Braun Breaker helping out Big E as much as he can there. Uh-oh. Oh, but Big E just so slippery for a big man. Connecting with that brutal DDT, and now here comes the 250-pound genetic freak Braun Breaker. That choke slam type of maneuver, running choke slam there. And look at Braun talking some major trash to main event Jey Uso there. Super kick. That didn't even affect Braun Breaker. Did you see that? It kicked him right in the face, and it's like almost like kicking a wall. The wall didn't even move. Obviously, Braun Breaker would be the wall in this situation, but it's just absolutely crazy. You got two muscles in this group, massive men in this group. Braun Breaker, a genetic freak, the son of Rick Steiner. You got Big E, a standout there for Iowa football, making his name for himself in the New Day here in WWE. Ultimately, Big E just couldn't take it anymore. That feud with Bray Wyatt kind of sent him over the boiling point. And now he joins up with Degeneration X, which he certainly thinks this is going to make his career stand out even more. And now here comes a big tag. Here comes Big E. Gonna show that no more power positivity crap right in the face of Jey Uso. So look at this power, the strength of Big E. Absolutely vicious. If you're the Usos, you do not want this man to get anything going. As look at here, Big E doing that power of positivity clap, just making fun of this crowd because they know they love the New Day. Big time Samoan drop there to Big E. And look at Big E, he's doing the right thing, but now he eats a cross body, flying cross body. Absolutely crazy. Match is starting to heat up, ladies and gentlemen, and we still have plenty more left in the tank. Coming up here very shortly, you're going to have yourselves Grayson Waller taking on Carmelo Hayes. Two futures, big time futures here on Monday Night Raw. Go at it. Like we mentioned before, and if you guys watched Monday Night Raw last week, we saw Trick Williams take on Grayson Waller, and Trick Williams actually defeated Mr. Grayson Waller. So this time, Grayson Waller takes on Carmelo Hayes. Grayson Waller has put out there in public saying that he's calling that match a big fluke. He wasn't ready and whatnot. A lot of the stuff is excuses if you think about it. But that's that type of thing that Grayson Waller is good at. So, oh, wait a minute, Braun Breaker looking to go for a spear here. Breaker, spear to Jimmy Uso, and look at him. He's looking right in the dead eyes of Jey Uso. Pinfall, but a strong hit break up right there from Jey Uso, keeping Jimmy in this matchup a little bit longer. Oh, look at this. He's wrenching this in. Jimmy might have to tap out. Nowhere to go. Big E gonna look to save the day. Jimmy might have to tap out. Referee is literally right there, but Jimmy, he's digging down deep. Big elbows. You cannot count out Jimmy Uso, ladies and gentlemen. He is a tag team specialist in his own right. And now into a Samoan drop there to Braun Breaker. This match is heating up now. Two of the very best going at it. And now Jimmy might be looking for a tag, maybe. Yes, he will. And tag in his brother. What are we thinking about doing? Oh, no, not the arms. Not the arms. Oh, big shoulder block. Oh, no, not the groin. Oh, my goodness. Oh, that certainly is not going to be feeling too good. And now Jey Uso going to have to try to figure out what he needs to do at this very time. Oh, big block there from Braun Breaker. Not going to allow that. Missing drop kick, though. Could come back to eat him as a big spine buster there to Braun. And now an Enziguri as we continue to go back and forth here. Over the head, belly-to-belly suplex, turning Jey Uso inside out. Big block there from Jey. You get when you face a team like the Bloodline, they certainly know what to expect. So Jey Uso, Big E face-to-face here. Very intriguing. We know the battles that the New Day and the Usos had over the years. And for Big E, very different element now since he's in D-Generation X. Big slap there from Jimmy, or I should say Jey. Oh my goodness. An open palm strike right to the chest there, Braun. We'll see if Jimmy Uso can put the final touches of this match on Braun Breaker. But it looks like that may be a no. And now Big E and Braun Breaker are going to go to work here. Try to slow down the Usos. And imagine how D-Generation X can feel in this matchup if picking up a win over the likes of the Bloodline, Jimmy and Jey Uso. One of the best tag teams we've ever seen here in series history. And look at this big time maneuver, just throwing them up in the air. Big guys aren't supposed to be thrown up in the air like that. Pinfall opportunity. Will this be enough? But look at that. Braun Breaker throwing himself all the way out just to break that up. And look at this. Just rubbing up against the face. That's the Bloodline for you. Absolutely disrespectful, but same for D-Generation X. Big super kick. The Usos have done that a bunch to Big E before. Second one. And now Jimmy is looking for the Usos. Splash. Yes, he does. Right to the midsection of Big E. Pinfall opportunity. Is that enough? No. Braun Breaker right there again to save the day. Keeps DX in the matchup, but for how much longer? Big E rolls out the ring. A bit of a back and forth now. D-Generation X getting taken to right now. This match is breaking down. DX is being taken to here. And now Jimmy doesn't care if Braun Breaker's not the illegal man here. He's going to try to take it to him. But it looks like Jimmy's going to focus now on Big E after taking out Braun Breaker. Or at least throwing him back in the ring. Ooh, right into that barricade. That is not going to be feeling too good. Back in the ring we go. Love for this matchup to end in the ring. Pinfall or submission. Don't want to have a count-out victory here. As a belly-to-belly suplex takes down Jey Uso. Continuing to go back and forth. Big E is just so underrated with what he can do in the middle of that ring. And he was the lengthiest Intercontinental Champion that we've had in series history, ladies and gentlemen. That's absolutely saying something, just how good he is. He's had tremendous matches over the years with the Intercontinental Championship, with the likes over Chad Gable, Bray Wyatt, Tommaso Ciampa. Yes, he lost that championship to Tommaso Ciampa at WrestleMania, but, you know, that was a ladder matchup. It wasn't a normal, type of matchup, but you don't want to give an excuse or whatever. And Big E at that time wouldn't come up with any excuses. As you are witnessing a masterpiece right now, back and forth we go. Here we go with another tag. Jimmy Uso getting himself in the ring. I don't know how much more damage Big E can take right now as he's getting hit with these massive haymakers to the face. Pinfall opportunity. Referee right there in position. 2. And right there the Usos able to pick up a massive win over D-Generation X, showing you guys why they are one of the best tag teams still in WWE. And we're getting a little preview of what's going to be coming at SummerSlam. The Usos and Solo taking on DX. Now we are back with the Grayson Waller effect here on Monday Night Raw, looking to get back in the win column after losing to Trick Williams last week here live on Monday Night Raw. And what the heck? Austin Theory and Bronson Reed coming out here with Grayson Waller. What in the hell is this? We saw earlier tonight Austin Theory and Bronson Reed survive the LWO, but now Austin Theory and Bronson Reed are accompanying Grayson Waller. I'm very intrigued now. What in the heck is going on? Is this a partnership? Is Austin Theory adding on to his group? You know, the insurance policy of Bronson Reed. Reed is still with Theory, and then you got a man like Grayson Waller. You know, is he a part of this group now? What the heck is going on? I don't know what the heck's going on, but we'll see if we get any answers on that. But here comes the ever impressive Carmelo Hayes with Trick Williams. Carmelo Hayes certainly one of the best that we got from NXT. He is a NXT champion. Rather very short, because at NXT TakeOver In Your House last year, CM Punk would use his opportunity to come out, get his title opportunity, and would go on to defeat Carmelo Hayes to become NXT champion. And ever since then, CM Punk has still been your NXT champion. But at NXT TakeOver Heatwave, that very well could change, because CM Punk defends his NXT Championship in an Elimination Chamber matchup against 5 very impressive superstars. If you have not been staying tuned to NXT, make sure you guys do, and you'll understand what I'm talking about. But this is a massive opportunity for Carmelo Hayes. We saw the debut of Trick Williams last week, and now we're going to see Carmelo Hayes in action now in the singles matchup against Grayson Waller. Referee rings the bell. Here we go. Like I mentioned, I'm very intrigued with what's going on with Austin Theory and Bronson Reed accompanying Grayson Waller down the ring. Austin Theory, Bronson Reed have been very dominant, but I mean, since Theory's now the United States champion, Bronson Reed the United Kingdom champion. Now, imagine if they're able to add on the ever dangerous Grayson Waller. Yes, he's had his sure ups and downs there on NXT. You know, we didn't really get to see him break out. Same with Carmelo Hayes. You know, we got a little preview. You know, didn't have too much. Carmelo Hayes, like we mentioned, NXT champion, former NXT champion, I should say. Grayson Waller had his fair share of matches in terms of with Christian. Certainly, those were big time matches. But I think for these two, I think being here on Monday Night Raw, getting some repetition and getting more opportunities, I think we will certainly get more out of Carmelo Hayes and Grayson Waller, which is awesome. It's sort of the future. And you got the future of Trick Williams as well, you know, on this Monday Night Raw roster. Bronson Reed, Austin Theory. The future is very bright for this Monday Night Raw roster. Very stacked. One of the stacked rosters we've had in Monday Night Raw history, honestly. They have gotten better, and Shawn Michaels is trying to get Monday Night Raw to start beating SmackDown, trying to make sure Monday Night Raw is a brand that people want to go to, not SmackDown, because SmackDown certainly has been the A show these last couple years. Shawn Michaels right now is trying to fix that, and he's certainly done a wonderful job right now. Grayson Waller's looking pretty good right now. As soon as I said that, spinning heel kicked right into the ribs. Pinfall opportunity, but just a 1 count. It's been a terrific night so far, ladies and gentlemen, as We're going to get a little ball in there as Grayson Waller with a clothesline takes down Hayes. And now, oh, going for the suicide dive. I think, honestly, he might have been trying to go for a spear as Hayes was trying to go up there. And now, Carmelo going to show you how to do it, but he misses too. Both men need to take some flying lessons, ladies and gentlemen, because it is not working out here. And look at Grayson Waller. He's realizing he doesn't need to right now. He's gonna go at his own type. And now this time, he did the right thing, sliding underneath the bottom rope. Is uh-oh, Theory trying to get involved here. You don't want to get yourself disqualified or get Grayson Waller disqualified. I don't know if throwing him in the steel steps would have caused an elimination, or not elimination, but a disqualification. You would think, but as oh my goodness, powerful maneuver there from Grayson. We're about halfway with the count right now. Both men need to get themselves back inside the ring. You do not want a running Bronson Reed coming at you there. And now Grayson Waller throws Carmelo Hayes back in the ring. Perfect opportunity for Grayson Waller to show Carmelo Hayes exactly. Big punch there. And now unprettier there to Carmelo Hayes. Grayson Waller has Carmelo Hayes right where he wants him. Nice duck there from Grayson Waller. But now Hayes trying to fight back after he just ate an unprettier there. Big haymaker there from Hayes. Keeping himself in the matchup. But for how much longer? Swinging neck breaker. Hayes doing all he can is... Oh, Trick Williams introducing a steel chair. No. Oh, almost on that steel chair there. Referee just noticing that now. And now Carmelo Hayes gets hit with a devastating backbreaker. And now look, Trick Williams getting involved. If you're Grayson Waller, you got to make sure to stay focused on Carmelo Hayes here. Referee now trying to focus on this matchup, is breaking down all sorts here. And now Carmelo Hayes looking to inflict some damage. Brutal face buster there. That face is not going to be feeling too good there from the Australian. So, oh no, look at this. An eye rake there to Grayson Waller. Absolutely disrespecting Grayson. Then a brutal back suplex. And oh, look at Austin Theory now, the United States champion, getting involved here. Trying to get involved here with Mr. Carmelo Hayes. And now what is Grayson Waller thinking about? Oh, big elbow there. And now Carmelo Hayes looking to bring the big time fate to the Aussie. Uh-oh. Carmelo Hayes, high risk. Can decide up against it because that was about a full ring length away. And honestly, that's the best idea to do that in that moment. Strong kick out there from Carmelo Hayes, though. And now, what in the heck is Grayson thinking? Uh-oh. He's telling him to get up to his feet. Big time clothesline, decapitating him. But Trick Williams again getting involved in this matchup. It's all about the numbers game right now. And Trick Williams has done everything that he can to try and keep Carmelo in this matchup just because of the numbers game right now. And you don't know fully what's going on with Austin Theory, Bronson Reed, and Grayson Waller. I mean, we know already about Austin Theory and Bronson Reed together, but, you know, what's the whole situation with Grayson Waller? And again, Austin Theory getting involved is not what Carmelo Hayes wants to do. Does not want to have to deal with that. As now he tosses him halfway across the ring. And now a little bit of trash talk to Hayes, telling him to stay down. Oh my goodness. The boot to the temple. Look at that blood, that left side of the eye there. Carmelo Hayes is in trouble. Both men running into each other. Collar elbow tie up. And reverse suplex, but the ever terrific Carmelo Hayes able to get himself out of it. Collar elbow tie up again, but Carmelo doesn't want anything to deal with Grayson Waller there. Big haymakers though. Into an, oh my goodness, a little bit of an, I'm going to call it almost like an STO version. Will that be enough? But again, Grayson with a strong kick out. And look at Carmelo Hayes. He's just eating this up right now, just trying to figure out what he wants to do. Nothing wrong with that. Slow it down a little bit. We're having both sides interfering in this matchup. Referee might have to decide to kick out all three competitors at ringside. Maybe start with Trick Williams, unfortunately, here. And Grayson having to deal with him here. And now, a back suplex saves Carmelo Hayes the numbers game here. And now, oh, the ground and pound game. But look at these big forearm blows right to that open wound of Carmelo Hayes. Hayes is in trouble right now. And what is Grayson Waller thinking here? Snapmare takedown. Oh, wait a minute. Grayson Waller talking some stuff to Grayson Waller, telling him to stop and get his ass back in the ring. I don't know if that's going to come to backfire. There's an enziguri right to the side of the skull. I think Grayson Waller wanted to go for that stunner that we've only really seen once before. Very impressive maneuver, but I think Bronson Reed told him to stop at that time. Maybe it wasn't the right time to try to hit that. Big elbow there. Look at that blood, just both sides of that forehead there of Carmelo Hayes as he connects with a Uranagi. Carmelo Hayes going to go up, thinking about it. Thinking he's going to go with that leg drop. Yes, he does. He's able to connect. Leg drop to the back of that neck. Is that enough? Yes, it is. Carmelo Hayes had to go through hell tonight. Back and forth. Look at that end prettier earlier in the matchup. Bronson Reed cost Grayson Waller this matchup, you got to believe. That big time leg drop, pinfall, the 1, that 2, and that 3. And wait, Carmelo Hayes telling him to get inside the ring. And now, Bronson Reed, Carmelo Hayes, back and forth we go. Carmelo Hayes not backing down from a fight. Both men going back and forth. Who can get the upper hand here? Oh, but a big headbutt. And just like that, enziguri to the back of the skull. Looks like Austin Theory is battling Trick Williams at ringside here. Could only imagine how that's going to fare. We'll get some cameras there in just a moment. But it looks like Bronson Reed is just beating the living crap out of Carmelo Hayes. And oh no, this ain't good. No, tsunami! Tsunami! Oh my god, this is absolutely horrendous, ladies and gentlemen. And now, big tsunami to Carmelo Hayes once again. And Carmelo Hayes rolling out of the ring. He thinks he's saving himself here. Oh no, no. Oh my goodness. 3 tsunamis to Carmelo Hayes. Theory, look, going after Trick Williams. Brawl has gone way too far between both sides here. Theory's showing some major damage from earlier tonight with the LWO. Bronson Reed and Austin Theory had a match well over, if not very close to 30 plus minutes. And you could just see with him walking, he has went through hell. But now, it ain't gonna be too much to do this though. A-Town down. Absolutely brutal. And now, Austin Theory looking to connect with a steel chair right to the knee. And trying to attack the other side. Absolutely vicious. Everyone calling for Austin Theory to leave that championship behind. Believes he's bringing down that championship. Trick Williams eating A-Town down. And Theory seems like he's not done yet. What else can this referee do? He's got to stop this. What the hell is Theory thinking here? Can we get some manager out here? Oh no. Oh my god. And look at Theory. He going for the pinfall as if it were the actual match. This cocky SOB. But Theory has put down Trick Williams here. We are back, ladies and gentlemen. Mia Yim taking on Bayley here in just mere moments, but we just witnessed a absolutely brutal beatdown. Carmelo Hayes picked up a massive win over Grayson Waller, and then Carmelo Hayes kind of told Bronson Reed to bring it inside the ring. Bronson Reed and Carmelo Hayes would exchange blows back and forth, but ultimately Bronson Reed would get the upper hand. Multiple tsunamis in the middle of the ring. Carmelo Hayes rolling out of the ring, trying to save himself, but Bronson Reed is not afraid to do it to the outside and connect one from the top rope. Absolutely brutal. And then to top that off, the United States champion Austin Theory takes down Trick Williams, putting him through a table as well. It just... And we don't even know what the Grayson Waller situation is. You know, you might put two and two together that Austin Theory and Bronson Reed are, you know, there's something with trying to go with Grayson Waller. I guess, you know, there's definitely going to be something there, but we don't have, you know, any confirmation there. But now here comes Bayley, the leader of Damage Control, Dakota Kai on the left, Io Sky on the right. Dakota Kai and Io Sky are former women's tag team champions and sure would love to get back into the title contention. But also, you got Bayley, who gets herself the Women's World Championship matchup at SummerSlam. Because it is official, with Bayley defeating Tegan Nox there at the Queen's Crown Final. Bayley will be challenging Bianca Belair for that Women's Championship. It is certainly going to be one of the best women's matches in a very long time. And I'm being told Bianca Belair is not here tonight, still dealing with the attack from Damage Control, but I'm getting some word right now, some breaking news. Bianca Belair will be live on Monday Night Raw next week and will be calling out Bayley and Damage Control. You heard me correctly. She's not only calling out Bayley, she is calling out Damage Control. It'll be absolutely crazy. Ringing the bell. Here we go. Bayley taking on Mia Yim. We'll go that snap suplex into a quick pinfall attempt. Way too early to try and put away a woman like Mia Yim, who's very tough and very gritty in the middle of that ring. But slowly trying to dissect that lower back. And all. Oh, come on, Bayley. You don't need that. And now Bayley gets hit with a devastating tilt the whirl DDT of sorts, or head scissors, whatever you want to call it. Very effective nonetheless. And now Mia Yim, oh no, shooting that a little bit too short there. Now Bayley looking to capitalize. And you don't want to give Bayley any type of momentum or screw ups. You got to be nearly perfect at times when you face a woman like Bayley. She's a multi-time women's champion, and sure as heck is looking to add another championship to her already impressive wardrobe. In the corner now, Mia Yim looking to pick up a massive win that would definitely have her climb up the rankings. I mean, she sure as heck had massive wins there in NXT, had opportunities for the NXT Women's Championship, was never able to win the NXT Women's Championship, but she is sure as heck had great matches there in NXT. And with her being on Raw now, certainly brings a much needed toughness to this women's division. Uh-oh, will she steal it here? Two! Ooh, so close. Mia Yim so close, almost picking up a massive win here. And Bayley, she wouldn't, you know, she would be pissed off about that. We would not hear the end of it. That Bayley to belly was not enough. Bayley cannot believe it. And now, talking some major trash here. I think she's going a little crazy here. It's one of those things that, for Bayley, you can't get frustrated. There's going to be women all over there that are going to be able to kick out of her old finisher. That new finisher that she has, it's pretty good. Been very brutal. As now Mia Yim. Brutal knees to the midsection, right to the ribs as well. Oh, look at these kicks. Big time kicks from Mia Yim. Absolutely dangerous. Oh, look at, oh my goodness. What kicks to the face, ladies and gentlemen. Mia Yim bringing out the kick game tonight. Absolutely brutal. Mia Yim now trying to decide what she wants to do. Into a exploder suplex. Impressive maneuver there from Bayley. Trying to keep Mia Yim down as much as she can. Again, talking some major trash. That is, yeah, that's Bayley for you. And now Mia Yim not going to take it anymore, but back and forth we go now. And now Bayley going to work on that right leg and then twist the other leg. So she won't be able to use any of the legs. Certainly a good idea. And look at Bayley just flexing on the Springfield crowd here in Illinois. And now look at me. Oh my goodness. Spinning heel kick. And oh, now Dakota Kai, pardon me, easy for me to say. Dakota Kai getting involved here, trying to save their leader, Bayley here. Big punch there from Bayley, and just like that, due to Dakota Kai's help, will Bayley pick up a win? Oh, there's a rope break. And look at Bayley talking some major crap, saying that she got saved. Uh-oh. What is Bayley thinking here? Uh-oh. Oh, a little bit of a swanton bomb. Okay. Haven't seen that ever from Bayley. And that picks up a win, a massive win there. Bayley digging down deep, throwing different types of maneuvers in there. Why not? Impressive win for Bayley. And Bayley and Damage Control await Bianca Belair next week, live here on Monday Night Raw. That is right. Bianca Belair is calling out Damage Control and Bayley as we itch closer and closer here to the main event. I'm glad I actually found you back here, Tommaso. I know me and you have a long history there in NXT, especially for that NXT Championship, and even before that when we were the NXT Tag Team Champions, and, well, you know, you turned your back on me. But that was years ago. And with that being years ago, man, I want to let bygones be bygones. And I want to kind of see where your head's at, because ever since then, we've gone through different paths. I've been WWE Champion. You've been Intercontinental Champion. I've been Raw Tag Team Champion. We've been in all sorts of different directions. But the way has certainly made my life a lot better, despite Austin Theory turning his back last year on me, and you know, he's doing bigger and better things. At least that's what he thinks. But I got my wife Candice, Indy Hartwell as well. Got Dexter Loomis, and I was kind of seeing where your mind was at. I'd love to kind of have us put things back together. Maybe a little bit of a DIY reunion. Maybe we could call ourselves the DIY way. Just throwing names out there, but I mean, I know this may be a little bit too early with me saying that, but Tommaso, where's your head at ever since joining back here to Monday Night Raw now? You certainly are not wrong, Johnny. We've certainly had a long, storied past. And you know what? With me leaving SmackDown, joining Monday Night Raw, now with the Bloodline and all this stuff, you know, a whole lot of craziness is going on, but my first match back here to Monday Night Raw was a big win for me. I told that WWE Universe last week that I wanted to start a new lease of life here in WWE, and I'm getting that moving from SmackDown to Raw. And I think you coming back here, talking to me, honestly, might be a perfect way for me to necessarily retire here in WWE, to be with somebody that I've trusted, with my family, all before what I did to you in NXT. And I will let you know, Johnny, I am sorry for what I did to you in NXT. We were all about making a name for ourselves, and I believe that was the right time for me to do that at that time. But do I regret it? Yes, I certainly do. I lost my best friend, but it sounds like you want us to get back together. The DIY way. I like that tag team name. Me, you, Dexter Loomis, and the rest of the family? I think I could do that. I definitely can do that, Johnny. I accept. The DIY way is official. Now let's go get our families talking again, get everything rekindled, and let's start watching some tag team matches, and let's kind of see how we would fare in this tag team division. Now let's go. And we are back, ladies and gentlemen, and now we wait for Carmella and Zelina Vega to make their way down to the ring. Former women's tag team champions have shown themselves to be a big threat in this women's tag team division, but we already know what the women's tag team championship matchup is going to be looking for Trish and Lita. Coming up in 3 weeks' time, Trish and Lita defend those women's tag team championships against Becky Lynch and Asuka. Becky Lynch and Asuka were able to defeat Rhea Ripley and Beth Phoenix, where we saw Asuka make Rhea Ripley, the WWE Women's Champion, tap out in the middle of that ring. A surprising way to see that unfold, ladies and gentlemen. Absolutely crazy. But now we'll see who on the Raw side will be able to climb up the rankings here on Raw. Wait for Lita and Trish Stratus to make her way down to the ring here. Wait, what? Carmella super kicking her tag team partner Zelina Vega. What in the hell is going on? Are you kidding me? Carmella turning on her tag team partner. What in the hell are we witnessing? We're supposed to have a tag team matchup, and now I'm guessing it's getting thrown out the window now. This is absolutely horrendous. Zelina Vega, Carmella, we're all expecting a tag team matchup, and now more than likely going to get thrown out the window because of how Carmella is turning on her tag team partner. Can someone explain to me this? What's the reasoning behind this? Carmella, a former SmackDown Women's Champion. These women are former Women's Tag Team Champions. What is causing Carmella to snap at Zelina Vega? Steel chair shots, one after another, to Zelina Vega, right to the ribs, and again. Come on. What in the hell has gotten into Carmella? Oh no. No, not into the LED. You gotta be kidding me. And then a super kick right to the midsection, inflicting intense pain. Carmella going full on psycho here. And then a super kick just for good measure. Carmella lays waste, and a shocking turn here. Shocking turn of events on Raw. And now we got ourselves some DX versus Bloodline, as you got Solo Sikoa the Enforcer takes on Dolph Ziggler, who is the leader of D-Generation X. Solo Sikoa's career has been very eventful so far here on the main roster. And like I keep mentioning, when you have wins over the likes of Randy Orton, Brock Lesnar, John Cena, you are certainly going to be going places. And yes, he does have losses over the likes of Sami Zayn, Brock Lesnar, but certainly the wins certainly go over the losses for Solo Sikoa. A dominant enforcer Solo Sikoa has been. And he plans on inflicting as much pain that he has to protect Roman Reigns and to get him that championship around his waist at any means possible. And coming up in 3 weeks' time at Summerslam, this man, Dolph Ziggler, is in a triple threat match for that World Heavyweight Championship, Ziggler takes on Roman Reigns and the World Heavyweight Champion, Drew McIntyre. This matchup is bound to be very, very chaotic. It's going to be like a blood feud, honestly. You're going to see the Bloodline, D-Generation X. It's all going to come to a head. Everything is going to be absolutely brutal. Earlier on tonight, the Bloodline defeated Braun Breaker and Big E. And Dolph Ziggler is certainly going to do everything in his power to pick up a massive win over the Enforcer Solo Sikoa. But we'll see how that's going to fare. It's Dolph Ziggler bringing back the old school HBK D-Generation X with this lovely pyro. Getting that Cody Rhodes pyro tonight. Ziggler absolutely feeling himself, that very, very confident. And you kind of have to be. Yes, not too happy necessarily about Big E and Braun Breaker, but it's all about the future. You're going to have some bumps in the road, but certainly if Dolph Ziggler can walk out World Heavyweight Champion at SummerSlam, certainly he'll be fine with that. Referee rings the bell. Here we go. Solo Sikoa and Dolph Ziggler. Ziggler needs a massive win right now as we are on the road to SummerSlam. Like we mentioned, 3 weeks away. You got Drew McIntyre in the main event against Bray Wyatt. This is going to be the first time we've seen Bray Wyatt ever since losing that unification matchup at King of the Ring. So we'll have to kind of see how Bray Wyatt, how he's mentally there. If he's mentally there. With him not being champion anymore, is that going to make him even more crazier? Absolutely more brutal? I mean, he's already brought down the power of positivity of Big E. Big E no longer with the New Day. As, wait a minute, Ziggler. High risk, high reward. Ziggler with a flying crossbody takes down Solo Sikoa. And this is what Ziggler is so good at. Being that show-off. Trying to out-wrestle. I mean, I know a flying crossbody in that terms is not necessarily wrestling, but for this man, a multi-time champion throughout the series, certainly one of the best, very underrated aspect of man that doesn't get credit where credit is due. So it looks like Solo Sikoa just getting busted open on that barricade right across that temple. That blood is just dripping down the face. If you're Roman Reigns, you've got to be watching this matchup very, very closely to scout this matchup and kind of see what's going on and what Dolph is going to be bringing to that table in that World Heavyweight Championship matchup in 3 weeks' time. Look at Solo. Big time. Snake eyes there. Pinfall opportunity, but no strong kick out at one. And Solo can't believe it. Try to spear Ziggler out of the ring. Not going to allow that to happen, though. Off the ropes we go. And that blood, that absolutely crazy as a back body drop there. Just continues to go through the right side of that temple. As long as it doesn't go through the eyes of Solo, I think he should be perfectly fine. Solo's continuing to battle back here. Into a clothesline and down goes Ziggler. Dolph is in a bad, bad way. Solo Sikoa trying to maybe line up Ziggler for something, but look, Solo is just waiting for Dolph to come out here. And look, he's baiting. He's baiting Solo Sikoa. Solo was doing good there, but ultimately he didn't want to wait any longer. I'm surprised Ziggler hasn't been able to capitalize a little bit more on that, but now we have ourselves a little bit of an intermission between both men. And now look at Solo, those slaps and kicks, bringing that big time fight feel in this matchup here. This big clothesline takes down Ziggler. Gonna go for the pinfall. Will that be enough for the street champion? No. Big time kick out at 2.5. As, oh no, Solo Sikoa, he's fired up right now. Oh, and that big drop kick, turning Ziggler literally inside out. Into a big headbutt though as well. Solo looking tremendous against Dolph Ziggler right now. Ziggler is in trouble. Solo Sikoa is on a roll at this very moment. And again, man. How much more can this guy take? And now Solo. Oh, no, he misses the frog splash. And we'll see if Ziggler can capitalize on a massive mistake. Super kick. Super kick there from Dolph Ziggler. Is that enough? Yes, it is. Ziggler is able to defeat the Enforcer. The Enforcer tried going with that Samoan splash. Didn't work out. And Ziggler walks out winner. And wait a minute. Roman Reigns is back in the ring. Roman is in the ring. And now he's attacking Dolph Ziggler. Ziggler just won against the Enforcer, and Roman doesn't seem like he's too happy about it. He's stomping a mud hole in Dolph Ziggler here. Oh my goodness. Absolutely going crazy right now. And now a tilt-a-whirl slam there from Roman. And now Roman again. Big haymakers there to Dolph Ziggler. He does not care. He does not care about Ziggler. All he cares about that World Heavyweight Championship. Oh, now wait. Now Ziggler. Ziggler fighting back. Ziggler now fighting back. And now Reigns with a big-time clothesline in the corner. And oh, look at this. Just the big knee. Ziggler trying to put up a fight, but it's just not going to be enough when you face a man like Roman Reigns. Just so damn difficult to deal with in the first place. Superman punch, and now Reigns. Oh no. Spear! Spear there from Roman. Absolutely brutal. Spearing him right in half. And oh no. Oh no. Just to put the cherry on top of the sundae, Roman Reigns with a spear again, turning Ziggler inside out and telling everyone here in Springfield, Illinois, to rise up to their feet and acknowledge your tribal chief. And now, oh my goodness, Roman Reigns, holy cow, over the top rope we went, and now Ziggler is down and out, and oh no, not the steel steps, Roman. Oh my goodness. Roman Reigns laying out the show-off Dolph Ziggler. This, ladies and gentlemen, is a beatdown of the century here. Absolutely brutal, and now storming to that LED post. Oh my goodness, this is absolutely brutal. And now, referee get in the way, it doesn't matter. Roman Reigns will do what Roman Reigns has to do. It means beating the living crap out of one of his opponents. A man that he's already beaten and he already has a big history with, and that happens to be Dolph Ziggler. Oh my God. You got to be kidding me. And again, might as well heck not. I've already seen it enough tonight. And again, Roman Reigns destroys Dolph Ziggler. It is time for your main event of the evening. It is time for Bray Wyatt versus Drew McIntyre. We have not seen Bray Wyatt for over, I guess you could essentially say, 2 weeks. Haven't seen him since King of the Ring. But this is the first time we're seeing him now. Still looks to be in tremendous shape. But my question is, how is he mentally? Losing his championship. That darkness continues to take over Monday Night Raw. But when you think of Bray Wyatt, you don't think he needs to have that championship to be very difficult. He didn't need to have that championship with what he did to Big E in the New Day. I mean, yes, he was Universal Champion still, but he was taking out Kofi, Xavier, and even Big E, to pushing Big E to his breaking point, to where Big E ultimately and shockingly left the New Day by attacking Xavier and Kofi. It's just one of the most shocking things I've seen in series history. One of the most dominant teams in tag team division history has a man like Big E, a brother of Xavier and Kofi. Just throw that right out the window. We'll see how Big E fares with the Generation X, but just going back to Bray Wyatt, one of the most dangerous superstars, ladies and gentlemen. And we'll see how Bray reacts. I mean, you got a new World Heavyweight Champion. That was first Roman, and now it's Drew McIntyre. Roman Reigns already taken out Dolph Ziggler. It's going absolutely crazy, man. But Bray certainly seems like he's ready, man. This is going to be a hard-hitting match. Drew McIntyre, Bray Wyatt, non-title. Bray certainly would love to get back into title contention. At least that's what you got to think. But also, we got to talk about Uncle Howdy, who made his debut at the King of the Ring, trying to help out Bray Wyatt. Ultimately, it came to backfire. Because now here comes your World Heavyweight Champion, Drew McIntyre. He's had one of the best runs over the last year, ever since, last year's King of the Ring. King of the Ring winner, WWE Champion, former $1 Million Champion. And now, well, you could add Mr. Money in the Bank to that, but also you can add that World Heavyweight Championship. It looks oh so good around the waist of Drew McIntyre, but he's having to deal with the two men that he cashed in that Money in the Bank briefcase on, Dolph Ziggler and Roman Reigns. And we're going to see how Drew McIntyre fares in a triple threat matchup at SummerSlam. And I guarantee you there's definitely going to be shenanigans. Drew McIntyre knows there's going to be shenanigans in that triple threat matchup, because in a triple threat matchup, it's a no disqualification. Anything can happen, and certainly with everything going on between the Bloodline and D-Generation X, there's certainly going to be some shenanigans. That's not a spoiler. That's not a prediction. It is a spoiler. But look at that championship, ladies and gentlemen. Absolute beauty of a World Heavyweight Championship. Cannot wait to see how it's going to fare in triple threat matchup. But tonight, McIntyre has to focus on the Eater of Worlds, that being Bray Wyatt. Bray looks like he's very intense. So is Drew. Here we go. Referee ringing the bell. Bray Wyatt, Drew McIntyre, bound to be hard-hitting. You got the Claymore, the Scottish Warrior. You got Bray Wyatt, the Eater of Worlds. And, oh my goodness, being tossed around like Brock Lesnar over here. But we'll see how the mindset, physically, mentally, of Bray Wyatt after losing his championship. First matchup back. And, oh my goodness, trying to snap the neck of Drew McIntyre. Referee might want to try and tell Bray to stop, but second off, I don't think the referee would want to even try and say anything to Bray before he probably would disappear. Oh, come on. Choking the daylights out of Drew McIntyre there. And look at Bray Wyatt bringing the fight to the World Heavyweight Champion. If you're Drew McIntyre, you're going to be very, very careful when you're dealing with a man like Bray Wyatt. But Drew McIntyre certainly knows how to handle himself, and look, that's exactly what he's telling him. He's not afraid of him. So into the barricade we go, to the strongest superstars that we have here on the Monday Night Raw roster. An awkward landing right on the top of that barricade, but certainly will do enough damage. A swinging neck breaker just to continue to inflict some damage. That's all you got to do for McIntyre. Look at these beautiful haymakers right to the temple there of Bray. Absolutely brutal. Both of these men need to start getting back in this ring here. Be a shame if we had a count-out victory here. McIntyre going to try to stop the count here. Referee telling him Bray Wyatt to get himself back in the ring. Finally able to. And look at the spinning slam. Takes down Bray. Will that be enough to pick up a massive win over Bray? But no. Just a 1 count keeps Bray Wyatt in the matchup for the time being. Good back and forth matchup here early where the World Heavyweight Champion is taking it to the former Universal Champion. Bray at that time won the championship at WrestleMania by defeating Roman Reigns. Where that darkness would continue to rise over here on Monday Night Raw, and it's absolutely just horrendous. Wait a minute, hold on. Uranagi to the world champion. Is that going to be enough? No. Big, strong kick out. Uh-oh. Sister Abigail. Pinfall. 1, 2. No, a strong kick out. And Bray cannot believe it. He's going to lose his freaking mind. McIntyre trying to stir up to his feet right now. Bray, big time clothesline. Takes down the World Heavyweight Champion, the man that's been on one hell of a roll over the last year. First ever King of the Ring, WWE Champion, $1 Million Champion, Mr. Money in the Bank, as well as a man that is your World Heavyweight Champion. Been an excellent back and forth matchup. Bray Wyatt has hit the biggest of his maneuvers, has not been enough just yet. And now McIntyre's going to figure out and see if he can maybe try and put away the likes of Bray Wyatt. And he's certainly hitting some big time maneuvers here at ringside, beating the living crap out of Bray here. Referee at a 6, it looks like. And look at Bray. He's trying to figure out what to do. He's going through some mental, frustrations, I guess. His biggest maneuvers have not been enough to put away the likes of Drew McIntyre yet. Big time gut buster slows down McIntyre for the time being here. Seemed like that kick didn't really do too much as well. Bray kind of struggling here. And now wrenching in on that left arm. That is not going to be feeling too good. Collar elbow tie between both men. Now McIntyre has Bray Wyatt right where he wants him. Oh, go snake eyes. Right there on the temple. Could that be enough to put away Bray? But no. Strong kick out at 1. And McIntyre trying to get this Illinois crowd in his hand. But Bray Wyatt, what's he thinking? Oh no, this ain't good. Oh my god. No, no, no. Oh my goodness. A power bomb to the outside. And now Bray Wyatt is not done. Oh my god. No, 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 no. What is Bray thinking? Oh, big elbow misses. McIntyre now. We'll see if he can capitalize. Oh, and I believe, yes, Bray is busted open. And now going after the destroyed face of Bray Wyatt. This could go very, very badly if Bray Wyatt continues to allow this. Bray trying to stir up to his feet. Just trying to push him away. That's all you got to do is, oh, look at this. Submission hold here. Trying to make McIntyre tap out. Drew has taken a lot of damage. A lot of damage. But no, he's able to roll through it there. And McIntyre with a beautiful... Oh, what the hell? Lights gone out. Oh my god, Bray Wyatt. Bray Wyatt from behind. Turning out the lights. Literally. And changing up the momentum of this matchup. Absolutely crazy. And now Bray. He's going to that place. The creepy spider walk from Bray Wyatt. Setting up the world champion. McIntyre. waiting is Bray Wyatt, waiting for his prey. And now, Sister Abigail, McIntyre busted wide open. Pinfall 2, 3. Bray Wyatt, the former Universal Champion, picks up the win tonight. What a win for Bray Wyatt. Holy cow. A much needed win for Bray. Gets him back. But for McIntyre, you're bound to think that, you don't want to be losing coming up to a big championship matchup at Summerslam. But Bray is back in the win column and is even more dangerous without the championship. And look at Bray just eating this up, ladies and gentlemen. Hey Bray, do you remember me, Uncle Howdy? Despite my intentions, you didn't walk out with the Undisputed Championship, but I think right now you don't necessarily need that because the Wyatt family is getting a refresher. I have gotten rid of Aleister Black and Buddy Murphy of our family. We are going to keep Alexa Bliss though. This family needs a whole refresher. This Wyatt family has been very, very dangerous, and you know that, Bray Wyatt, firsthand. But with myself in this group now, it's going to get even more darker. Bray, I know there's a lot of stuff you don't know about this family. A lot of stuff. But we're going to establish the Wyatt 6 here on Monday Night Raw in WWE. Me, you, Alexa Bliss, and we will introduce the rest of our family here very, very soon. Wait a minute, and Roman Reigns back in the ring. McIntyre he just lost. He just lost to Bray Wyatt, and Roman Reigns signaling that this is his championship. Took out Dolph earlier, and now McIntyre is next. Holy cow. Absolutely brutal ending to end Monday Night Raw.